All good. We got the thumbs up. All right. Hello, everybody. To my left, this is Randy. This is John, and I'm Dave. And we are Dimwit Movies and Reviews. And out of anybody and everybody in the world, the people I'd rather get stuck in the jungle with is these two guys right here, because they're scarier than anything we'd ever find in there.
You need to find some better friends.
Wow. And you need to speak up. So this week's review is on The Predator, and hopefully it's spelled right this time because I cannot spell too well.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So yeah. Okay, this week's movie is The Predator. This was Randy's movie that was picked off the big wheel of movies. Again, Randy's movie. So if he hits it 3 times in a row, we're just going to have to, I don't know what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to do something. But, yeah. Okay. So, well, Randy, since this was your movie, I'll let you start this off. Go ahead. What do you think?
What do I think of the movie?
Sure.
I always like this movie. I can watch it over and over and over. Great movie. It's got some good action in it for, back in the day.
Yeah.
A lot of them really didn't have that much, but this one, and it's got that suspense to it, too. You don't know when the predator's going to come right out there.
Okay.
John?
I enjoyed it.
You enjoy a lot of things.
Oh, yeah. But I've always liked the idea of the Predator movies, because...
How many movies they got in this franchise as of right now? I know there's a bunch of them.
6?
I think there's 5 or 6 of them, yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. I thought it was more than that. I thought it was up around the Friday the 13th franchise.
Oh, God, no.
I think that's about where the Alien movies are.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a movie I never really got into.
And the Freddy movies.
Yeah. I like the movie. Not one of my favorites. I don't know. It came out about the time that, I was just starting to watch movies. But, for the time that it was shot and everything, it's a good movie. It's a good action movie. I wouldn't necessarily consider it a horror movie or horror action.
It's more of a sci-fi action.
Yeah. To me, it's more action than anything else. I mean, who doesn't like a bunch of stuff blowing up and guns firing off all over the place? And
speaking of which, we need to do that in your woods one of these days, John.
Blow some stuff up?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good to me. Let me know when. Yeah, who doesn't love that? But as far as, if I'm scrolling through, like, Netflix or Hulu or whatever, like I generally do here in this quarantine that we've been in, if I seen Predator in the lineup, I probably wouldn't watch it. It's one of those movies. Yeah, I've seen it, and it was good. It's a good watch, but it's not one of my go-tos, I guess. If I had seen that in another movie, I'd probably go with the other movie. That's just my opinion, I guess. It's a good movie, but it's not. Like I said, not one of my favorites.
Granted.
Right. So, that being said, let's see, what else?
Favorite characters?
Billy, for sure.
Billy, Sonny Landham.
Yeah.
Loved his character.
Yeah.
I agree.
Arnold Schwarzenegger has a hard time acting, I think.
Yeah.
And it may be something
Get to the chopper!
And that was his, read on IMDb, the "get to the chopper" line was his personal favorite line in any of the movies he's ever done. That was his favorite throughout all of them. So, yeah, I've been looking on, like I do with all the movies, I look on IMDb and read, I love that site, read everything I can about the movie. But that was one of them.
I think he was the best actor in the whole movie, though.
Yeah, the guy that played Billy?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. I do
agree.
believe so.
Schwarzenegger didn't do a bad job. And Jesse Ventura, he didn't have much of a chance to act.
Yeah, he wasn't in it very long.
No, he was.
for his background, I guess, pro wrestling
Right.
to be thrown in a movie. And I don't know, was that the first movie he'd been in, or
Second.
Was the second movie he'd been in?
Second.
What was his first?
He did pretty good.
Oh God, I can't remember that first movie he was in, but this was the second movie he was in.
He does deliver one of my favorite lines in the movie, though.
Which was,
I ain't got time to bleed.
I ain't got time to bleed. Gets shot like, what, 4 times in the arm, though.
Hey man, you're bleeding. I ain't got time to bleed.
And he's all like,
You got time to duck?
I think that's like my favorite scene.
Yeah, that was probably one of the better ones, I think. When they do what?
That one is probably tied with the look on the woman's face that they take as a prisoner when the dude gets like gutted in front of her. Her reaction to that.
Oh, yeah.
And I think those two are real close for favorites for me. But anyways, go on. I didn't mean to
Go with that. No, you're fine.
Oh yeah, you're good.
I lost what I was going to say now. We've been told we need to keep this down because we can ramble on about a movie or movies in general for hours on end, but we've been told we need to keep this down for the sake of because
Boring
like
people.
us, not a lot of people has a long attention span.
Yeah.
So
What are we doing?
I forgot. So
What we sitting in the
yeah, we're
garage
going to
for?
try to keep this under 20 minutes if we can. Russell, you got a glare on that.
First movie for Billy was The Lost Man. He's uncredited.
Yeah, he was uncredited.
I really like Billy's character, or Billy's, the actor that played Billy in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest also.
And I guess the guy that played Billy was a real hothead. He was real quick to temper, and the insurance company that insured the movie would not insure the movie unless they had bodyguards for Billy, the guy that played Billy, unless they had bodyguards for him because he was all the time trying to get in fights with everybody. That's according to IMDb, so we'll see who.
The Warriors.
The Warriors. What about the Warriors?
Oh, right here.
Yeah. But yeah, that's we gave Russell a whiteboard, so he's flashing up all kinds of notes. One of these days we'll get him in here with us because he's got all kinds of good information and he's quick with the fingers on the phone. So
48 hours.
The only thing he's quick with his fingers with.
well, yeah. What was the worst part of the movie for you guys? What do you think was the worst part of the movie?
Probably.
Or was there even a worst part?
Probably the scene where they first get there and Arnold Schwarzenegger sees that his old buddy, what is his name, Dylan,
Yeah.
Yeah.
was there, and their dialogue with each other I thought
Back and
was
forth.
kind of
Yeah, that was kind of
bad.
cheesy.
Yeah. And the bad acting on both their parts in that scene.
Right. And Carl Weathers is a good actor.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Carl Weathers.
Also a very big dude in his own right.
Right. Another really good movie that I like with him is
Rocky.
well that, but I was thinking Action Jackson.
Rocky! Rocco! No, he's up at the house.
Now Rocco's at the house. Yeah, I don't know. It's
Yeah, that
hard
was-
to pinpoint down.
That part and just the way they did the first opening of it, when they're coming in on the helicopter. And that's a blooper there, too, if you notice.
What's that?
Remember when he's in there smoking a cigar?
Yeah.
Lights the cigar up, and when he gets out of the chopper, sunglasses on, he's got that nice bright red shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice when he goes in there with Carl Weathers, the shirt's not the same?
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't notice that.
And he doesn't have the glasses with him.
You know when he's sitting there in the chopper and he's smoking the cigar wasn't lit. Because due to safety regulations and everything, he couldn't actually smoke the cigar in the helicopter.
Right.
They had to add the light to make it look like the cigar was lit in the editing of it. So he wasn't actually smoking the cigar at that time.
Right.
So,
Well, let's talk about some bloopers in the movie.
oh, okay. I've seen quite a few of them.
Okay, I'll lead off with the one that I seen first,
Okay.
and that's when he
I
goes
think
over
your
the
flare shut
waterfall.
off there, Randy.
What's that?
I think your flare shut off.
Yep.
Yeah, it shuts off after every couple minutes.
Oh, okay. Well,
Every
give us
5 or
enough.
10, it shuts off.
Give us enough. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When Predator's chasing Arnold down in the jungle there, and he goes over the waterfall. Goes
Yep.
over the first one. He's still got his knife with him. Well, when he goes over the second one, he comes up, has no knife. Because remember, he gets in the trees, holds himself up. He's full of mud. Predator's looking around, doesn't see him, and goes off. Then all of a sudden, in the next scene, there he is. Now, where did he find his knife?
Huh?
If you're going to lose it in that much water going over a waterfall, what are the chances of finding your knife?
Yeah.
Slim to none.
So, yeah. The other one that I noticed is Predator hunts by heat signature, which is why we got the FLIR going. Pretty much the same thing, but you see when they blow up the camp, there's fire everywhere, and the Predator's watching, and the only thing the Predator sees is the people.
Right.
And then they flip back to where the people are standing as the Predator's watching them, and there's fire in the background, there's all kinds of stuff like that. But that FLIR didn't pick up any of that.
No.
And a FLIR would.
I wonder if his technology isn't advanced enough, though, that it picks up just certain heat signatures and leaves the other
I
ones.
kind of thought that too, but later on in the movie, when Arnold Schwarzenegger at the very end, he lights that big fire to hide from the Predator,
It shows it.
and it shows the fire burning.
Yeah, then
So-
that whole part wasn't making any sense.
Yeah,
No.
I don't know. That was one of the ones I found in there. Let's see what else was in there.
Right after they blow the camp up and they're getting
It all
ready to
seems to
leave,
be right around that time frame. Must have been getting tired at that time.
the weapon that Billy has it's like some kind of rifle with a shotgun mounted on it. But when he turns the what's that called on the end of it? The
Muzzle brake?
muzzle brake. Where the bullet would come out of is so small that it's like the size of a BB. So there's no bullet coming out of that gun ever.
Yeah, you pointed that out when we watched it this last time. Yeah, it's really small. You would think they would have hollowed that out or something.
Maybe.
So, and I guess there's a bunch more bloopers in there that I didn't have time to read, but supposedly Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he was looking through the binoculars the first time going into the camp, supposedly he's looking through the back side of the wrong, had the binoculars backwards. But
we investigated that.
On the video that we watched, we didn't see that. It still looked like it was the right thing, the right side, and we were rewinding it and watching it real close. So, but
Exactly.
yeah, I don't know what else. Anybody else got anything? What do you think?
Any other part you like, John? Now, behave.
I like the part where he's telling the Predator how ugly he is. That was pretty funny.
You're one ugly motherfucker.
Which that line actually carried over into the second movie. And I can't remember if it was put in any other ones after that or not.
I don't think it was.
I don't think it was. But it should have been. It would have been a tie to all. I mean, it's all the same thing anyways, but it would have been like a, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right. And another useless fact about that movie, the Predator outfit weighed over 200 pounds. So the guy jumping from tree to tree and everything like that had to be on a bungee system in order for him to do that. And that guy was like 7'2". I mean, he was a big guy.
I can't remember the actor that paid him.
Yeah, I'm not good with names. I can't either. I do know that Jean-Claude Van Damme, for the first 2 days, played the Predator and got mad and quit because he realized that he would never be seen in the movie. So,
Well, he's inside of a costume. What did he
Right.
think?
so
Right.
he got mad and quit. And then they got this other guy, which was 7'2".
Which I think is a
To play
lot
it.
better because a character like that, you want him to be huge and overbearing, and
Sure.
What do you think Dave hangs around us?
he just likes big
Shade.
meat.
Shade on a hot day. Yeah.
We definitely give it a lot of that.
So overall, what would you guys rate the movie? What would you put? What's your stamp? This is what you rate it. What do you think it should be?
I really liked the movie, but I'd still give it an 8.5.
8.5. Okay. What about you, Johnny?
I'd say a 7 just because it's a fun movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd go about 5 just because it's just. Yeah. That's just the way I feel. I mean, it's a good movie, but it's not one that I'm gonna watch over and over again. So.
Right.
Yeah. So I go about 5. The acting wasn't the greatest. The action was good, but it's not. I don't know. I just don't get into that kind of movie. I guess it's just not for me. A lot of people do like it, but I'm about done with it. Or not done with it, but I'm about. It is what it is. So
Can boy.
that look.
Ken looks like the Predator.
I like the idea of the main character's being hunted by something or somebody.
Yeah, I mean it's a good premise. I mean it's a good movie all in its own right. I mean it really is. It's just I don't know. It's just not something I'd really like to watch over and over again. I mean I've watched it like 3 or 4 times.
All right. Let's go. There's another question. What would be your favorite Schwarzenegger movie?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not a real big fan of
John's
Arnold
thinking.
Schwarzenegger as an actor. I mean, if I had to guess, probably the best would be maybe Total Recall, the original, obviously, because he's not in the other one. Yeah, it would probably be Total Recall. I could watch that movie over and over again. Well, you have to watch that movie over and over again to understand what the hell's going on in it.
Oh, right.
I liked Maggie.
Maggie's good.
That's what I was going to say.
Maggie was good.
The reason I liked it so much is it wasn't his typical movie, and he actually had to try to act in it.
Right.
Did you see The Last Stand?
Yeah, I liked that.
That was a good one too.
Yeah, he was trying to act better than that too. It wasn't all balls to the walls action kind of. You know what I mean?
He still played a badass in it though.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And he always will.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how we doing on time? We good? About 2 minutes. Okay. Well, final words. Anybody? Bruh.
Bruh.
Sound like you burped, Russell. You guys got any final words or?
I think I'm pretty much good.
Yeah, I'm good with it too.
I've said all I wanted to say about it.
All right.
All that I can think to say about it right now. But of course, as soon as the camera's off,
Oh yeah, we'll sit here and talk about it for
next
ages.
hour or two.
That's all I have to say about that.
Hey, that's up there. All right.
How cool would it have been if he was in that movie? Schwarzenegger.
Forrest Gump with
Arnold
Schwarzenegger as the league.
Let's see here. Predator versus Gump. That'd be a hell of a movie.
Oh yeah.
Something bit me.
A predator would be scratching its head like, what the hell?
What's wrong with this guy? So, all right.
But I do want some shrimp.
Some shrimp. All right. Well, I guess we'll do our big old wheel of movies and see if Randy don't get picked again. Darn it.
So, Mr. Russell, you ready?
Yeah, give me 20.
Come on, Cam boy.
We had a problem with the dart we were throwing at the board. You had to throw it pretty hard to get it to stick because I didn't make the darn thing out of cork. Made it out of plywood. So instead of the dart, what we're going to use is a blowgun. and I think everybody pretty much knows what a blowgun is. It's going to fire a dart out of a tube. And Russell's going to shoot this on there for us. And it'll stick. I hope if he's got enough wind. He's pretty well winded.
From the wrong end, though.
Right? All right, so here we go. What is the next movie we're going to do, Russ? All right.
Christine!
My movie!
Was it your movie too? That's it, do it over. All right, so now we're going to do Christine. Christine is going to be the next movie that we do.
Nice.
Another Randy choice, which is fine. Because, yeah, whatever. I actually like that movie. And it's got Michael Myers sticker next to it. So,
Michael Myers is lucky. That's
all right.
Just don't put me on the Michael Myers spots.
I'll try not to.
Because, that is my hero.
It is. All right,
Next to
well,
Russell.
guys, John, get in here.
Yeah, we're going to do the can tonight, John.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, we better not. John's got his kill on.
Just put him in the middle. All right, do we know how to do this? All right, you ready? Which way are we going first?
You
This way?
start with the right.
Oh my gosh, not
Okay,
this.
this way. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh shit, I got screwed it all up.
Hey, you're all screwed up.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, that didn't work.
There's a reason you all chose dimwit, right?
Right, yeah. Right.
I need to do something real quick.
I look like I'm holding a cane or something.
You didn't
You're
get
old
me.
enough.
Right, All right, well, hey, thanks for watching, and we appreciate y'all and putting up with our
Dim witness?
dim witness and this is, and
Yeah.
hey, hope
people
you
like
all
me.
tune in next time.
Yep.
All right, bye y'all.